Toasty 101 here in Waco, Texas. We're at George W. Bush Little League Leadership Training Center getting set for an elimination game. Louisiana, Texas East. But on top of the fact of being in an elimination game, you win this one, you are in tomorrow's championship. Awaiting is Texas West. Already playing today, Louisiana and both Texas East. So it is win and move on for these two teams. Thank you so much for joining us. Tyler Denning alongside Amanda Scarborough. We start with this Texas East team. Already one game today. They lose 5-1 to Texas West. The story will be, how do they respond to the adversity?
I would say the best way to respond through this adversity is to swing the bats a little bit better. This is a Texas East team that has struck out 17 times in this tournament, only has scored 2 earned runs. They could just start putting the ball and play more, force the defense to make some plays, maybe commit some errors, some clutch hitting with runners in scoring position. They will be able to work through this game with Carly Mathis, one of their leaders, in the circle for them.
Texas East seeking their 10th championship appearance. As for Louisiana, they lose their opener 10-4 against Texas West, but what we have seen their last 2 games, an offensive explosion.
I think these extra games have led to extra at-bats for them, and their bats are really starting to come along. In their past 2 games, they put up double-digit runs just all throughout their lineup. 1 through 9, they've been swinging the bat. Doesn't matter if you are a starter, a pinch hitter, if you were told to square around to bunt, they've been executing, moving runners, extra base hits, finding the gaps, finding the holes. This offense is working on all cylinders, and they'll need to bring it into this elimination game so they can play to tomorrow, trying to make it to that championship game. They have outscored their opponent 21-1 in their last 2 games.
Run rule victories over both Colorado and Mississippi for Louisiana in their last 2 games. This is a squad just outside of New Orleans is River Ridge, population of 13,494, 525 miles from here in Waco, Texas. Let's get to meet the gang from Eastbank Little League.
Hi, I'm Ray Wendell, manager at Eastbank Little League, and this is my team.
Sally Morrow, assistant coach.
Tony Mounts, assistant coach.
I'm Olivia Inetta, and I play center field, and I want to be a firefighter when I grow up.
I'm Heidi Scully. I play right field, and my favorite color is blue.
I'm Damari Harris. I play pitcher and first, and my favorite actor is Ian Somerhalder.
I'm Ava Burkett. I play shortstop and third base, and my favorite team is Florida Gators.
I'm Bailey Nelson. I play catcher and outfield, and my favorite app is Fortnite.
I'm Haley Peterson. I play pitcher and infield, and my favorite athlete is Carly Hoover.
I'm Natalie Bonvillian. I play first base, and my favorite athlete is Yadier Molina.
I'm Katie Delatte. I play second and outfield, and my dream job is a physical therapist.
My name is Lauren Mounts. I'm a pitcher, and I want to be an anesthesiologist.
I'm Reagan Porsche. I play second base, and my favorite movie is Jaws.
I'm Rachel Newlett. I play second outfield, and I want to be a neonatal nurse when I grow up.
Hi, my name is Kira Manganello, and I play catcher and shortstop, and my favorite athlete is Jose Altuve.
I'm Emma Ruddy. I pitch run, play the outfield, and my favorite team is the LSU Tigers.
I'm Kayla Jardina. I play pitcher, and my favorite TV show is Big Brother.
Carly Mathis getting the start in the circle, 12 years old, 5'5", nicknamed Pinky. She's thrown 84 pitches. This the second start she has made in the regional, 12 strikeouts against 2 walks, second most strikeouts in a regional game the last time she got the start for Mathis.
A pitcher with experience. She's gained so much in her leadership abilities and with the way that she pitches from this time last year whenever she was here competing with 6 other girls who are on this Texas East team and have a little bit of experience that they're going to need to use when they're facing this adversity now.
So win and move on to the championship. Lose and go home. Peterson, Ionetta, Manganello, Mounts, Bonvillian, Burkett, Giardina, Porsche, and Delatte for Louisiana. It was Texas East that played the game this morning. They lose, they get the longer break. Louisiana plays the game just preceding this, winning 13-1. They shortened it up, winning in 3.5. So quick turnaround, but see if they can carry their offense over. Got up high from Mathis, striking out Peterson.
Went from the changeup to then a pitch that is moving upstairs. Mathis just in control of this first hitter going up against Haley Peterson. It was a changeup that set up the rise ball or the fastball up and in, getting the chase.
continuing to build on that strikeout total, 13 in the regional for Carly Mathis, throwing to now Olivia Iannetta. Dream job to be a firefighter, 13 years old is Olivia. Iannetta 2 for 5. It's an RBI, 2 runs scored thus far in the regional. Kaylee Alley, the catcher behind home for Texas East.
Yeah, they work well together. Kaylee Alley was also on that team last year, and Carly Mathis, as well as Madison Carter, Alford, Bailey Gustis, Potter, Tribe, 7 of them.
Count 1 and 2, that in the dirt. Those 7 actually played for the team that played Louisiana last year. Only 2 players back from Louisiana squad, so both of these teams returning to Waco. It was the opening game of last year's Southwest Regional that was won by Louisiana. So sent out to second. Audrey Potter makes the grab. In that ball game, Texas East had gotten out to 4-run advantage, but coming back to win 5-4 for Brandon Mathis and Texas East.
Catcher number 27, Kira Manganello.
Yeah, they felt like they really learned from that experience.
Texas East playing their way out of the bottom half of the bracket. Louisiana after that, 1-1 and lost 2. Kira Manganello taught herself how to backflip.
Seen a lot of change-ups from Carly Mathis early on, and they're kind of one-hopping Kaylee Alley. Not a bad place to put that pitch against these Louisiana hitters who are coming in so hot, trying to keep them off balance already early in this game and showing them that change-up so that they have to think about it for the rest of the game.
Catches the lower portion of the zone with the last pitch. Make the count 1 and 2, no traffic. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts on the side for Carly Mathis. Texas East will head to the plate when we come back. Winner to the championship.
Welcome to your hometown Whataburger.
#1 coming up.
This is the heart of Whataburger. We make sure that customer gets their order hot and fresh.
It's gotta be hot and fresh, it's Whataburger.
I got the #2 Whataburger double, and I got bacon on it as well, because everyone loves bacon.
And the mustard, you can't forget that. Tomato and lettuce, all the time is fresh. They gave me a hot and fresh burger, and they gave it to me the way I like it. So I'm happy.
Your hometown Whataburger. Serving it hot and fresh all day, every day.
Being in a cooperative means having someone at your side, sharing the struggle and the rewards. As the most experienced agricultural lender in Texas, Capital Farm Credit returns most of our profits back to our borrowers. More than $500 million over the last 10 years. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or rural landowner, we're all in this together. And together, we're better.
Remember your first throw, your first try, your first team. It all starts with team. Little League T-Ball. Find your league now at playlittleleague.org.
0-0 ball game as we head to the bottom of the first. Texas East will take their cuts, making it up from Columbus, Texas. A city that is 75 miles west in between San Antonio and Houston off of I-10, population of 3,655. The Schobel brothers, one of those Schobels on this team. Let's get to meet the group from Columbus, Texas.
Hello, my name is Brandon Mathis. I'm the manager of the Columbus All-Stars, and here's my team.
Ryan Thomas, assistant coach.
Rodney Gustus, assistant coach.
Hi, my name is Hallie Bonewald. I play right field, and my favorite animal are deer.
Hi, my name is Lainey Schobel. I play left field, and my favorite color is yellow.
Hi, my name is Sage Thomas. I play right field, and my favorite food is margarita pizza.
I'm Bailey Gustus. I'm the center fielder, and my favorite athlete is Peyton Manning.
My name's Kaylee Alley. I am the catcher, and my favorite food is double meat patty melt.
Hi, my name is Allie Tribe. I play left field, and my favorite athlete is Alex Bregman.
I'm Carly Mathis. I'm the pitcher, and my favorite color is red.
I'm Kerrigan Falden, and I play third baseman, and my favorite TV show is Riverdale.
I'm Madison Carter. I play shortstop, and I would really like to meet George Springer.
I'm Audrey Potter. I play second base, and my favorite food is ice cream.
My name is Brooke Leverino. I play center field, and my favorite emoji is the devil emoji.
I'm Lexi Ibarra. I'm a utility player, and my favorite actor is Kevin Hart.
I'm Tabitha Alford. I play first base, and my favorite song is Up Down by Morgan Wallen.
Lauren Mounts in the circle for Louisiana. 13 years old, fan of Ryan Reynolds, but Mounts here. Third game that she will have started. She's pitched 3 innings, 5 strikeouts, 6 walks, 6 earned runs for Lauren Mounts.
Lauren throws hard. She can bring the velocity. We've not quite seen the command, I think, in the outings that she's had here at the Southwest Regional thus far, but now is a great time for her to find both sides of the plate and hit those spots.
Leads off to Carly Mathis. After that, it'll be Kaylee Alley, Madison Carter, Audrey Potter, 1 through 4. For Texas East, Alfred Falden, Thomas Schobel, and Gustus.
And Lauren Mounts is definitely one of the hardest throwers of the entire Southwest Regional, that's for sure.
A lot of these batters have seen Lauren Mounts in last year's matchup. She threw 2 innings, 41 pitches, gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, had 2 strikeouts and 3 walks. Those 7 that have been carryovers from last year's team in Texas East.
Similar to Carly Mathis on the other side of things for Texas East and Kaylee Alley working together, Lauren Mounts, pitcher for Louisiana, and Kira Manganello have worked together for a while. They return. Very strong battery.
Carly Mathis with 2 hits, but will sit down swinging there. Mounts strikes her out.
Looked like Kira Manganello actually wanted this pitch up. She flashed her glove up and in, but it ended up going low and in. Lauren Mounts has a nice push out. You can see there's that line that she's striding out to get to that she marks as a target for that stride leg to land near.
First pitch swung on by Kaylee Alley.
Okay. All right.
Nicknamed Runer. Kaylee Alley 1 for 7.
Good. We got 1 strike.
Across the games played here in Waco. Popped up, brings Mounts in. They make the grab. 2 up, 2 down.
Because Lauren Mounts has those long legs, she's able to use them in her stride. She's really long levers with her arms and her legs, and because of that and her smooth mechanics, she's able to create that velocity that she throws with.
Madison Carter, starting shortstop for Texas East. Cuts at the first pitch. That ball in foul territory. Able to make the grab. In the glove, it stays. Madeline Bonvillian. Beautiful play defensively for Louisiana.
A lot of area and foul territory on this field, and Bonvillian uses almost every single inch over there. Great catch by Madeline to end the inning.
You ready? Let's do this. Pull. Pull.
That is a nice shooting, Colt. All right, ship you up now.
Huh? Pull. Shipley. Shippy, all right?
At UT, she wrote for the Daily Texan. 4 years after earning her journalism degree, she was named Writer of the Year at the Associated Press. She joined the Houston Chronicle, and in 2015, her reporting exposed a system of corrupt grand jury practices, earning her the Pulitzer Prize.
The story is the most powerful tool of persuasion that exists anywhere.
For her commitment to finding and reporting the truth, Lisa Falkenberg, she's a Longhorn legend.
No clock in baseball, they say, but time is ticking away. A sense of urgency in the air whenever these teams meet. Amplified, intensified, the rivalry and the pennant race heating up together. Passion soaring, tempers flaring, hitters mashing, aces dealing, moments of consequence, games that just mean a little bit more. Can you feel it? Sunday Night Baseball, Cubs-Cardinals, tomorrow at 8 on ESPN. Telecast presented by Taco Bell.
Ball's in.
Good pitching, good defense from both teams thus far here at the Little League Softball World Series Southwest Regional. Our champion heading here from Waco to Portland, Oregon. It's a division of Little League International. The players aged 10 to 13 cannot have turned 13 before January 1st, 2018. It's a 6-inning game that we play on a 60-foot diamond, 40 feet from pitching circle to home, a 12-inch ball, and minimum mandatory play. Every player on these two rosters, by virtue of their number, will at least get one at-bat. So I'm going to introduce you to everybody and see everybody out there on the field. The winner of this one will get to play for a spot in Portland. 1, 2, 3 innings for both pitchers and both defenses. Lauren Mounts. Battle of the two pitchers kicks off the second inning. So on the introductions that Lauren's father, Tony, a coach on this Louisiana team, has been up here the last 2 years with Lauren, supporting his daughter as a fan, but now in the dugout, helping out with the coaching staff. Pitch from Mathis.
Such a unique dynamic between a pitcher and her father, a softball player and her father, but when you're a pitcher and you also hit and you also take ground balls, you end up spending a lot of time with your parents. I like more times than not, it's the dad that you end up practicing with. They just spend a lot of time together through sports, and that makes it a really fun part of being an athlete and having your child play sports. A lot of time in the car together, too. Going to lessons, going to practice, coming back home.
Looks that one across. Tony was called up by the Texas Rangers. Think back to those conversations with your dad. Maybe your mom as well, in the car, and what they can do.
Yeah.
Really get to know one another. Help you work on the mental aspect of the game, I assume?
Yeah, and yes, talking about the game, especially post-game. I loved the car rides home with my dad. That was one of my favorite parts, was dissecting the game, because I knew that my dad was the type that wasn't going to yell at me for striking out or for giving up the big hit. We were going to talk about it and think about how we can get better the next time we went at it.
Talking with Tony, seemed thrilled to be up here and coach. Payoff pitch, up high, ball 4, good at bat. Patience for Mounts to lead off the second with a walk.
It's a really good at bat by Lauren, because she is such a big presence at the plate, and not only is she a power hitter and she's taller, she's also left-handed, so it makes her a little bit more difficult to throw to for a young pitcher.
Lone lefty in the lineup for Louisiana. Starting wise is Mounts.
All right, Kelly, I'm ready. You guys are ready.
That's the third walk she's earned of the regional. Natalie Bonvillian saw the great grab over at third base. This is how the last inning ended. Bonvillian over by the dugout. How about the hustle?
Yeah, and usually when this happens on defense and you come in to hit, good things happen on offense whenever you have the opportunity the next half inning.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bonvillian, 1 hit, 6 plate appearances, has walked once. Flips the count in her favor at 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Bring it in. Quick step here. Right here. 1, 2.
I like this low target, too, that Kaylee Alley sets up back behind the plate and gives Carleen Mathis whenever she's ready for the pitch to receive it. She's always talking. You can hear her talking to her defense. She's a leader back there. She works so hard. Look at that low target. There's that changeup. Second strikeout on the changeup for Carleen Mathis. And that low target, watch the target of Kaylee Alley. And Carleen Mathis just brings her fingertips into her hand right to that spot that Kaylee Alley had her glove up at. As a pitcher, you look at that target. You don't want to take your eyes off of that target, whatever your target is. If it's your catcher's knee, if it's her glove, maybe it's her shoulder, whatever it is, you want to keep your eyes on that target the whole time, and usually good things happen.
3 strikeouts total now for Mathis. Starts with the ball to Ava Burkett. Her team's on a winning streak. She does not wash her hair.
Carter, be there.
Nice pitch laid in by Mathis.
Really think about how much Carleen Mathis has grown since this time last year, and you know that it takes hard work. She and her dad Brandon go to weekly lessons. They have to drive an hour there, drive an hour back to get back home, putting in the time.
Burkett second on the team with 5 hits, and the regional puts this out to shallow center. Madison Carter making the grab from short. Diving back was Mounts. 2 down.
So this is just a learning tip for those watching at home. When there is a fly ball that the second baseman and shortstop are going back for, then it vacates second base. So as a pitcher, you want to be able to go and cover second base, because remember, there's a runner at first that could tag, and Carleen Mathis doing a nice job of heading that way. But that's something that, as Lauren Mounts is going to take second base on that ball that gets away from Kaylee Alley, that's something that even at the college level is forgotten to do. And Carleen Mathis was headed towards second base, seeing that it was open. There's a runner at first base that could have tagged because there was less than 2 outs on that play.
Count 1-0 after the ball that advanced Mounts into scoring position. Ball sent to first base sharply. Alford collects, taps the bag. So after a leadoff walk, a 1-2-3 consecutive inning for Mathis. We head to the bottom of 2.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the sweet and spicy bacon burger.
The sweet and spicy bacon burger is my all-time favorite.
I love this burger. It's just perfect.
2 beef patties, 2 different types of cheese, caramelized onions. My favorite thing about this burger is the sweet and spicy pepper sauce and the bacon. You get it in every bite.
Nothing beats this.
The sweet and spicy bacon burger is an all-time favorite at Whataburger.
That's happiness.
Here's the thing about this game. If you want to play, you can play. Your team's waiting at playlittleleague.org.
This is the greatest day of my life.
Madison wore those pants last year here. She wore them the year before, and then she went through a growth spurt.
But she won't let them go because she played in the Southwest Regional in those pants, and she wants to wear them still.
Every move I made, they would pop off. The buttons would pop because they were too small.
So she comes to practice the next day, new pair of pants, but the other ones are on the hanger. And she said, Coach, I can't leave without my good luck pants. So they're going to be in the dugout for the rest of the time.
We hang them in the dugout, and before the game, we rub dirt on them. And before every at-bat, everyone goes up and touches them.
Madison had her head in between the pant legs yesterday while I was hitting and Kaylee was hitting. And that's when we got the hits. So, I mean, it works.
Great stuff there about the lucky pants. They're not those pants on him right there. They're behind it. There you see, that was Coach Mathis getting out of the way. But the batters, as they walk out, they touch the pants. You see the superstition and what they do. It's not just the girls and the coaches making the return journey. Those pants here last year, back for another.
Here we go. Yeah, it's hilarious the fact that Madison Carter did not want to get rid of those pants. And, of course, at this age, you're growing every second of the day. So in a year, you're going to grow a lot. And those pants probably won't fit this time last year, even though, or next year, the ones that she's even wearing right now. So still wants to keep them around, and that's the only way. It's a good luck charm for everybody, not just even for Madison.
And as we have seen consistently for Texas East, Audrey Potter starts in the lineup at the 4-hole, but donning her trademark pink helmet, Brooke Leverino, a Texas Longhorns fan. Also her signature red hair coming out the back.
Getting to everything. 1-1. Play ball. Ready out there, Reagan?
2 hits for Leverino thus far here in the regional. He's gone to the plate 5 times.
Ball, bring it down a little bit, bring it up.
2-1 pitch. You heard the umpire saying exactly where that was. If not the umpire, commentary from someone out there.
Got 3 balls, 2 strikes, ladies. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Leverino awaits. Payoff pitch from Mounts. Cut to right field. The ball caroms off the foot of Reagan Porsche coming in.
You can see her looking up at the sun, and she's probably battling with that sun out there in the outfield, just trying to catch those fly balls. But man, she had it. She was right there underneath it. And Louisiana's defense has been really good this tournament.
Field facing back towards the west if you're looking from right field towards home. So the sun right in the eyes of the right fielder, Reagan Porsche, charged with an air. Audrey Potter will come in. Back to her spot in the starting lineup to run for Leverino. Tabitha Alford, who we saw next to the lucky pants. It's out in the batter's box. Rabbit, 13 years old. 2 hits in her 7 plate appearances. Make it 3.
Watch the throw! Good.
Some quick hands to get to that pitch. Tabitha Alford is going to get an inside pitch. It's low and in. 0-1 count, but her hands just fly to that inside pitch. Gets it out in front. It's more of a contact point for an inside pitch. Is more out in front of your front hip and drives it exactly where she's supposed to.
So her first base hit of the ball game off the bat of Tabitha Alford.
I'm staying home.
6-hole and Kerrigan Falden, Rascal, 12 years old. Coaching staff saying she is a natural hitter. That pitch up high. Manganello bounces off her glove. Both runners will advance.
Lay off the high stuff, nothing above your hands.
Potter to third, Alford to second. To the wild pitch, 2 in scoring position. Texas East, 6 of 18 with runners in scoring position. In the regional,
Play ball.
first opportunity here. Rounds ready, Falden sends it foul.
Yeah, this regional has shown us that you want to be the team that scores first. They've had a lot of success, the team that goes up first on the opponent. That leads to a lot of wins
1 ball, 2 strikes.
so far in Waco.
Play ball.
6 and 2 are the teams that score first. Pass for a strike, gets her looking. Great response pitch by Lauren Mounts.
Really was. Just paints the outside corner. The height of this pitch is what stuck out to me. Look at it be right on the knees. Kira Manganella actually kind of looked like she was moving towards the inside corner, but Lauren Mounts paints the outside corner and gets a strike.
Second strikeout of the ball game. He's in Sage Thomas. 12 years old is Sage. One hit here in Waco. This is her fourth plate appearance of the regional. Great effort, Manganello. Face first in the dirt, laying out. Doesn't come up with it, but gotta admire that.
She goes so hard. Both of these catchers in this game love to get dirty. Manganello going head first into the fence, although she does have her helmet on. That definitely would have helped her. She's faster, though, when she keeps her helmet on. Notice she didn't take the time to take it off. She went right after that ball, needed every single second, came close to getting it.
Count 0-2 in favor of Lauren Mounts. Gets her. And Amanda, we came on top of the show. This is something that had concerned you. It was the strikeouts for Texas Eastern happening here with runners in scoring position back-to-back.
Yeah, it's true. And the other concern for me was Lauren Mounts and not being able to throw strikes. But it seems like so far in this game, she's been able to find the strike zone. No walks and 3 strikeouts thus far.
So leaving those 2 runners at the respective bases. Lauren Schobel will come in, pop the first one up, and this time it goes into the glove of Manganello and mobbed by her teammates. The effort from the catcher to make the grab.
Kira Manganello is a competitor. She's always going to go all out. She loves this game. She loves catching. So no doubt in my mind would she lay out for this ball and make the catch.
You're watching Longhorn Network. Hook 'em horns.
I can't believe they charged me this much. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Go to CashNetUSA.com now. If approved, you may get the money you need as soon as tomorrow.
Thanks. Who are you?
I'm CashNetUSA.com. Man.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system could make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now, SoClean.com has released the world's first automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs and bacteria. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer, risk-free for 30 days. Just call
800-614-8417.
The SoClean works, and it's a really effective product, and I couldn't believe how easy it was to use.
SoClean works on all popular CPAP machines and masks, destroying CPAP germs and bacteria without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and walk away. Voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited-time offer. Call now,
800-614-8417.
Or visit SoClean.com today.
That was after the play that ended the last inning. And imagine when we talked with Tony Mounts, he was a little more quiet, a little more reserved in our meetings, but fired up. His daughter was fired up. Obviously, Lauren in the circle as her catcher picks her up. And how about that for the passion and the energy? Bunt laid down. Reagan Porsche trying to get on, and the throw made. Good play by Carly Mathis.
And Tony Mounts has seen a few big-time plays in his day with the way that he's been around baseball and played all of his life. So he knows that that's a big-time defensive play, trying to get this team fired up to bring that type of energy into offense and use that momentum.
When we saw multiple opportunities, Manganello, the one where she dived dove face first into the dirt earlier in the inning, but getting that one to end the scoring threat as well. Mounts had the 2 strikeouts, and it strands 2 in scoring position. Katie DeLotte, 12 years old.
Two strikes. Ball.
Takes the ball after 2 strikes.
2 strikes. That's right.
Tyler Denning, Amanda Scarborough here in Waco, Texas. This is our 3rd game of the day. All of them have sent teams home. This will send a team on to the championship. Texas West awaiting the winner. Contest for the Southwest Regional title. Last 2 years, the team that has won here in Waco has gone on to win the World Championship. So this high-level competition, we've seen great games from start to finish. Been here since Wednesday. 10 games total. This number 9, a swing and a miss, is Mathis. Registers another strikeout, 4th of the contest.
Just a lot of speed that Carly Mathis is throwing with, some good velocity. And Katie DeLotte being the 9-hole hitter, she got her in a full count. And Carly Mathis is going to challenge her by throwing this pitch right down the middle and say, hey, hit my velocity. It's a swing and a miss. She's a little bit late, but that's challenging up a hitter to try to get that second out to face the top of the order.
Okay, girl? Okay? Good. Okay.
Top of the order, Haley Peterson.
We got 1 ball, ladies.
6 for 11. Second time through, can they find their groove against Mathis, or does she continue to deal as she has?
1-1.
The walk to Mounts the lone blemish.
Balls, 1 strike. Cover. Good girl. You're working that mask a lot. All right, ladies, we got 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Okay. Play ball.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5 for Carly Mathis. She is dealing. Good one. 0-0 ball game as we head to the bottom of 3.
Stand out from the crowd as a super fan with your new Specialty Toll Tag. Specialty Toll Tags combine the same benefits of standard toll tags with your favorite team colors. Open a new account or upgrade your current toll tag by visiting one of our locations, calling NTTA, or visiting SpecialtyTollTags.com for more info. Make other fans burn orange with envy by sporting a Texas Longhorns toll tag and scoring big toll tag savings. UT toll tags are available now for $19.99 and provide the same benefits as a standard toll tag. Open a new account or upgrade your current toll tag by visiting one of our locations, calling NTTA, or visiting SpecialtyTollTags.com.
End of a good day's work, time for supper and family. And you can relax because ASCO and Reliable Case Construction Equipment pulled you through the day. When this job's done, the next one's waiting. That's why ASCO has genuine case parts and service to make sure that key cranks it up in the morning and keeps it running through the day with one of the largest service fleets around. Buy it, rent it, or lease it. ASCO has it. So when you depend on the equipment beneath you, ASCO keeps you going.
Everybody 1 through 9 in the lineup should be able to lay down a bunt. Not just a few of the players, but every single person. It takes eye-hand coordination and also really good form. Bailey's helping us out. Go ahead and square around. She's going to put the barrel in front of her eyes, in front of the plate, and her barrel is also going to be tilted a little bit up. This is going to help her keep from popping it up. This also is going to help her create an angle, whether she wants to lay it down the third baseline or the first baseline. If the ball comes above Bailey's hands, she's going to want to pull back because she knows that's a ball. But in that bunt position, if the ball is a little bit lower and it looks like a pitch that she wants to bunt, she's going to use her knees to go down and get it. As soon as this barrel starts to drop down, this is what causes a lot of pop-ups, because oftentimes players will use just their hands to go down and get it instead of using their legs. So in order to get those lower pitches, it's so important to lock your legs in, to go down and get that ball and not push at it, but let the ball come to you, to put that ball on the ground and be able to either hit for a base hit or to advance the runner another 60 feet.
I feel like bunting is one of the most under-taught or underutilized or under-cared about parts of this game, but you use it at every single level of the game, whether it's in Little League or high school varsity softball, college, or even at the Olympics. And Bailey Gustis was actually the lefty hitter that you saw in that demo working with me, and she's up to bat now for Texas East.
Still first time through for Columbus, 9-hole hitter in Bailey Gustis.
I think at this age, the biggest problem as she squares around a bunt is hitters want to go get the ball. They want to go and meet it out in front of where their bat starts at. And the biggest thing, you just have to let it come to you. There's no need to go out and get it, because oftentimes you'll miss it because of the movement. Or you'll end up pushing that bunt and it'll be too hard of a bunt.
Can't hold back on that one. Goes through, a strikeout for Mounts. Got ourselves a pitcher's duel here. Mounts with 4 on the day.
We've seen a lot of bunt attempts, though, I feel like, in this regional, Tyler. Some good, some not so good, but something that you always need to work at.
Top of the order in Carly Mathis. Cuts at the first pitch. Foul ball. Manganello wanted another one. And to your point, absolutely. We've seen it in the college game, that those games that get so tight and execution in small ball, and when teams struggle with it, it has to be infuriating for coaches when you have to get runners over, try to manufacture runs, especially against really good pitching, which we have seen here in the regional as well. And also, like you mentioned, a great way for these players to get on base.
Yeah, execution is just so huge, and being a good teammate, sacrificing your at-bat to lay down the bunt to advance your teammate an extra 60 feet. And a game like this, you mentioned at a pitcher's duel, we're likely to see somebody get on and need to execute a bunt to advance their teammate.
Count 1-1, Mounts to Mathis. Foul territory, finds it through the sun. Giardina makes the grab.
Got to give her some credit, too, in the circle, Kayla Giardina over there at first base, because she's just been pitching so great here at the regional. We've seen 4 different pitchers for this Louisiana team, and all 4 of them are quality pitchers who you can tell are just working hard on their own at lessons, taking time to practice their craft, and got to give them a lot of credit.
Giardina actually leading the team in innings coming into this one, throwing 6. She hadn't started either of the 2 games. Giving up 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, and just 1 walk, showing her versatility and glove as well. Kaylee Alley cuts at the first one right into the glove of Von Billion. Louisiana doing it with some defense, a 0-0 ball game. So we head to the 4th inning.
Brian, come on, follow through. Let's go. Thanks, Coach. Get those dogs rolling. Get them rolling.
Okay, Coach. Well, guys, I think I'm going to go I'm going to fold.
SPF 60. Way to go. Really good job.
Hey, Joe, do you want to try some of my homemade guacamole?
It needs more salt.
It does need more salt.
This 9-time All-American athlete spent 17 years as UT's first full-time director of women's athletics. Her visionary leadership led to 18 national championships and made Texas a trendsetter in sports medicine, academic support, and ticket sales. From college campuses to the halls of Congress, she's been a fierce advocate for the Title IX and gender equality.
No child should ever be told that they cannot pursue their dreams.
Dr. Donna Lopiano, she's a Longhorn legend.
No clock in baseball, they say, but time is ticking away. A sense of urgency in the air whenever these teams meet. Amplified, intensified, the rivalry and the pennant race heating up together. Passion Passion soaring, tempers flaring, hitters mashing, aces dealing, moments of consequence, games that just mean a little bit more. Can you feel it? Sunday Night Baseball, Cubs Cardinals, tomorrow at 8 on ESPN. Telecast presented by Taco Bell.
Carly Mathis getting the start for Texas East in this elimination game, and she's been sharp. She's had 5 strikeouts, but she's used the upper part of the zone with the rise ball or fastball that's been spotted, but it's been her changeup that she has been able to hit whenever she wants. A backhand flip changeup that she can ride through the zone or throw for a ball. It's more like a chase type pitch, but there's been some other top pitchers here at the Southwest Regional as well. Abby Morgan of Mississippi, we saw her have 23 strikeouts, 17 innings pitched, and look at that low ERA. Of course, Carly Mathis, that's who you just saw. And Haley Carter of Texas West, 11 strikeouts in the game earlier today against Texas East, and they will move on to the championship.
Carly Mathis, only 1 hit allowed all tournament. As well, it's been some gems in the circle here in Waco. Mathis back out. Damari Harris will come in. Bat for Olivia Iannetta. In the 2-hole, Damari Harris.
There's that changeup again by Carly.
2 strikes, better. 2 strikes.
It's looked really good. She's been able to throw that pitch more consistently, and it really complements the miles an hour that she's gained with her fastest stuff.
3 pitches, 3 strikes. Damari Harris goes down. Mathis, 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Fastball up and in to a right-handed hitter, so it was a changeup that set up this pitch. We've seen this sequence from Carly Mathis several times. Up and in on the hands of a right-handed pitcher, and with this velocity, it's so hard to catch up to that pitch. Harris swinging just below it.
Kira Manganello. Ball. Last 2 games for the Louisiana offense, run rule victories. Colorado and Mississippi, their opponents. 28 runs they scored. Thus far have not been able to figure out Carly Mathis.
Changeup again. Just giving these hitters fits, and that's what it's supposed to do. And that's how you slow down a highly potent offense. You just saw those numbers that Louisiana put up in their last 2 games, but she's been able to keep them off balance and out of rhythm at the plate because of that changeup.
Manganello struck out first time up. Count 1-1.
Foul ball.
Shows the bunt. Puts it down, but it's foul.
Carly Mathis is such a good athlete out there in the circle. Before she even finished her pitch, she had already seen the Manganello turned around to square to bunt, knowing that she was going to have to charge hard.
One of the things we were talking about between games, too, you really like her composure.
So composed. And she's not had a whole lot that she could get frustrated about because she's pitched so well, only giving up that 1 hit that you had mentioned earlier, Tyler. But you can't tell if she's upset with a call back behind the plate or one of her teammates who maybe committed an error.
Also a great leader that laced in, sent to right field, and legging it out, charging as well. Manganello did not want to get beat. First base hit of the ball game for Louisiana.
Good hustle, and she plays so hard. Carly Mathis is going to stick to a faster pitch here that's on the outside corner, and Manganello is able to go with it. That ball got on her, but she was still able to send it the other way, hit it where it's pitched. Good hustle by her to get down the line. Who does that remind you of?
Ezekiel Elliott. So the first hit of the ball game, second hit allowed by Mathis throughout this whole tournament. Will that be a spark for Louisiana in this tight ball game? 4-hole hitter Lauren Mounts, lone lefty, seeing the mastery of the righties. Up until that last at-bat by Mathis. Did walk. First time up. It's 2 for 7, 2 runs batted in.
Oh.
Shows bunt, pulls back over for a strike. Pretty sure that wasn't Dad.
2 balls.
You never know.
So how pumped up her father, Tony, was. Cheering the team on after the play from Manganello defensively. One run could very well be the difference in this ball game with what we've seen thus far from both Lauren Mounts in Louisiana and Carly Mathis.
Here we go.
The pitcher for Texas
3
East.
balls. 1 strike.
Mathis to Mounts. 3-1 pitch. That's it, that one. Count will go full.
Lauren Mounts from running the bases. Looks like she tore the backside of her uniform pants. That will happen. There's the tear right there on the left side. That's
Hopefully
going hard.
Not her lucky pair of pants.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Payoff pitch. All 4, so 2 at-bats, 2 walks for the lefty Lauren Mounts.
Really good at bat for Lauren Mounts and took some close pitches, really made Carly Mathis work in this at bat. In fact, the first 2 were balls, one on the inside corner and then one on the outside corner as well. And then finally Mathis was able to find the strike zone, try to change speeds with that pitch and use the changeup. Mounts fouled one off that she liked and then watched that last ball for ball 4. Really made Carly Mathis work, and now 2 on for Louisiana after a very good at bat by Mounts.
The batter will be Emma Ruddy. So another lefty. Shows bunt, puts it down right back up the middle. Mathis smartly goes over to third and takes the lead runner in Manganello.
Displaying more good defense here. Texas East has not committed very many errors. Carly Mathis right on top of it. Talked about angling your bat. You don't want to angle it at Carly Mathis because she's right on top of every play, and then she has a very good arm. Carter, another leader for them, doing a good job coming over to cover for the force out at third. 10 straight innings now without an error for Texas East.
That is something you can count on over the years here at the Little League level. The team usually with fewer errors and minimizes the mistakes has a great chance at winning. Good defense, but 2 on.
Here, the change balls.
Good job of putting the bunt down, by the way. We talked about how important that execution is and advancing the runners another extra 60 feet. It was put down, but a really good athletic defensive play kind of put a halt to the plans of the execution, advancing the runners.
Burkett popped out to shortstop.
1-1. Play ball.
And you know they were wanting to advance 2 runners into scoring position because of the hot bat of Ava Burkett. She's 5'10" on the regional. She's been swinging the bat well.
1 ball.
Done a good job of putting the ball in play.
1-2, 2 out, 2 on. Up high from Mathis for the strikeout.
Carly Mathis just continues to roll with her 7th strikeout, and she continues to use this pitch sequence where she goes to the changeup. It's low in the dirt, but it's to set up this strikeout pitch up and in on the hands for the final out with the runner in scoring position. Texas East coming to hit.
Having 6 daughters keeps me pretty busy, but luckily I have Kubota equipment to help keep my chores to a minimum. Get down from there. Hi, I'm John.
1-2, they win their state. We're at the regional tournament. The next will be the World Series. Already teams with their tickets punched. 3 remain throughout the United States. 6 of them come from the United States. 4 will be internationally. That's us right there, bottom right corner, Southwest, the Central region, the Southeast region. There's a team from the Czech Republic, Pennsylvania, Washington represented. Obviously the hometown, Oregon. We have a team coming up from Monterrey, Mexico, and then the Philippines as well. Amanda Scarborough, you will be there. First pitch, swing on that, a base hit to start off The 4th inning from Madison Carter.
That's what they're playing for. They're playing for a chance to make it to the championship game, where they will be 1 win away from making it to Portland, which is every single one of these players' dream to get there to compete for a world championship.
So Carter, second hit of the regional, will bring in Audrey Potter. This her first at bat of the ball game. As bunt pulls it back. Tootsie, 13 years old, is Potter. Texas West awaiting the winner. We'll play tomorrow, high noon here on LHN.
What a great game this has been so far. I love the fact that we're going to see a pitcher's duel. We've seen a lot of offense, a lot of runs scored. This is the first scoreless game that we've had this late in the game.
It's Potter to swing and miss. Another strikeout from Lauren Mounts. Number 5.
It's a pitch. It's going to be moving up, and that's such the cool thing about fastball is that fast pitch is that we have the rise ball. Lauren Mounts throwing a pitch on the outside corner, but it does ride up. Good late movement and very good velocity, of course, for Mounts.
Tabitha Alford had a single her first at bat. Caught reaching for that first pitch.
Gotta give Lauren Mounts a lot of credit through 4 1/3 innings, or 3 1/3 innings. She's not giving up any hit by pitch, no walks.
When she did have the traffic in the second inning, after the runner reached via an error and then the single to Alford, she responds with 2 strikeouts, gets Falden looking and Sage swinging. And they quell the scoring threat. She's thrown 11 of 14 first pitch strikes. Is ahead 0-2 here, Lauren Mounts. Goes up high for the strikeout.
We saw Kira Manganello hold her glove up, reminding Lauren, hey, this is where we're going. We've got 2 strikes. Maybe bringing that glove up a little bit higher than she normally would, Manganello, and giving her that target to throw a pitch up in the zone to see if she could get Alford to chase, and she did.
And it's like Mathis sets the bar. She strikes out a couple, and then Mounts gets out into the circle. She wants to catch her. She now has 6 strikeouts. Mathis with 7.
Really cool to me to see these batteries work together and just gel and get in rhythm and keep moving forward.
Kerrigan Falden is that big out with 2 on and no outs back in the second inning. Got her looking. 2 balls to start out the at bat to Falden.
2 balls.
It's helping Lauren Mounts a little bit, though, that these Texas East hitters are chasing so many pitches out of the zone.
One back to Mounts. Take a couple steps over and relay. So a leadoff single from Madison Carter, but 3 consecutive outs. We have a 0-0 ball game as we.
I've got one.
Recent champions over the Southwest Regional go back to 2014. Bossier City, Louisiana, representing for their home state. Seguin, Texas, in 2015, they were crowned champions. And then 2016, Greater Helotes, Texas West, the team that awaits the next version. They went on to win in Portland, as did Lake Air Little League, winning last year here in Waco, mobbing, going to Portland and handling their business as well. The champions, along with their result at the Little League Softball World Series. Pretty good showing.
In the last years, too, we had Annika Laterio for Greater Helotes. win it all back in 2016, and then Daniela Ramirez last year for Lake Ayres. So it's kind of like the team that goes to win it all the past couple of years. They have a pitcher emerge that puts the team on her back and just continues to win.
Texas West has been impressive. They have a very deep pitching staff. We saw earlier today the addition of Haley Carter, a player that they didn't have all week. She came in, pitched well, had a ball that left the park as well, and a home run.
She's good. Here we go.
They, we've heard, are back at their hotel, chilling out, watching us, I believe, on TV, getting ready for tomorrow's championship.
Scouting.
It'll be against the winner of this one. Bailey Nelson, 12 years old. She says her favorite sports moment, pitching a no-hitter, could have possibly a new one if her team were to reach Portland.
Ball.
Ironic about her pitching a no-hitter is that we've seen Bailey back behind the plate catching in this regional.
Foul ball. So we got 2 strikes. 2 strikes. 1 ball. 2 strikes. Play ball.
Count 1 and 2 to Nelson. Mathis floats one in for a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Nelson in the 7th hole for Kayla Giardina. Puts us out into very shallow right field behind second. Grab made for the first out by Audrey Potter. Well, Little League Softball provides community softball opportunities for female athletes to engage in a fun and competitive environment. Catch the excitement of the Little League World Series softball tournaments or find a Little League softball program in your neighborhood. Visit littleleague.org. Shout out to all the young fans out here, the parents, the families, everybody supporting these young players and all across the country to bring them to their respective regionals, and also all the volunteers here in Waco and all across the country and throughout the world with all the tournaments going on to send teams to Portland, Oregon and make some great memories for these young players. It's Heidi Scully at the plate.
And shout out to the grounds crew again. I talked about it earlier, but this field is just so nice to play on, even walking on. I'm like, man, I want to take some ground balls on this infield. And the dirt, the grass, I said, is this turf? Is this fake grass? It was so nice out there. Good job by Woody and company.
Ball. One ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 gets her looking. Mathis continuing to deal a gem. 8th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, remember in this tournament, she already had a game where she had 12 strikeouts, and she has 8 so far in this game, trying to get her team the championship. A ball that just rides low, right at the knees, hits the outside corner. Drop ball that gets her looking for the 2nd out.
Giving up just the 1 hit, a couple of walks, both to Lauren Mounts. This one to short. Carter relays the throw. Out number 3. Rachel Newlett goes down. It will be Texas East turn at the plate, the bottom of the 5th. 0-0 ball game.
It all starts with T. Little League T-Ball. Find your league now at playlittleleague.org.
Pitchers duel alert here at the Southwest Regional in Waco with Lauren Mounts of Louisiana. Getting a few strikeouts, 6 in fact so far against Texas East. And then it's been Carly Mathis on the other side. For Louisiana. For Texas East, it's been Carly Mathis who's just been dealing, using her changeup more than Lauren Mounts, I would say, but I think Lauren Mounts has Carly Mathis on the velocity, but going back and forth, throwing a ton of strikes, only 2 walks given up between the 2 pitchers, 6 strikeouts for Mounts and 8 for Mathis.
A pitcher's duel, the stakes quite high. Winner, chance to contest for the championship tomorrow. These 2 teams back for the second consecutive year for Louisiana, 3 in a row. Texas East back with 7 players from last year's team. Louisiana back with only 2 as Haley Bonewald will come in to pinch hit.
Can't help but think about potential extra innings here with the pitcher's duel that we have, Tyler. And if a pitcher pitches 7 or more innings in one day, then they're unable to pitch the next day. And tomorrow is the championship game, and both Lauren Mounts and Carly Mathis would want to be able to get the ball in the championship game, and their team would want them to have the ball. So we're in the bottom of the 5th right now. Another strikeout for Mounts. It's going to be her 7th. Both pitchers are dealing, but I think that both teams and both head coaches don't want to go to extra innings.
Texas East, we've only seen 2 runners in scoring position. That back in the 2nd inning. For Louisiana, it was in the 4th as Allie Tribe steps in, Baby G.
Bring it down, babe. Bring it down. 2 balls, 1 strike. Let's change balls, babe. Let's change balls. I got you. Hey, we got 2 balls, 2 strikes, ladies. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 pitch gets her looking. Look at Manganello.
Mounts has been able to go up in the zone as well as down, and that pitch has a lot of plate to it. Tribe should have been swinging the bat with 2 strikes, that's for sure. Manganello is pumped up. Look at that frame job, but it was unneeded because that was such a sweet strike. No frame necessary.
Lexi Ibarra will step in to take her first at bat.
Just so proud, Tyler, of both of these pitchers and how well they've come out with a game that has a lot of pressure to it. A lot of pressure on them in the circle, especially as you go deeper into this game and it continues to be a scoreless game. The pressure only rises.
Both with 8 strikeouts. Texas East has 2 hits. Louisiana with 1. You mentioned the contrast to what we have seen the whole rest of the week. First 8 games here in Waco, 91 runs scored. It's 11.4 per game. This game, 0. 1-2. Mounts to Ibarra.
A little high.
Getting some great feedback from the home plate umpire every time.
I know, I love it. As a pitcher, I like that too.
Some will just be out there silent, but every time, a little high, a little low, where the pitch is missing. 2-2.
Ball.
Yeah, and I feel like he's done a nice shot back behind the plate today.
Renee Cruz, the home plate umpire.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball.
What a take by Ibarra. The count full, battles into that. And a 2-out walk. Well, Little League would like to extend its appreciation to its official sponsors like Vision Works and Lance Sandwich Crackers, who help to maintain the strength and leadership of the Little League program. Little League would also like to thank its dedicated volunteers who make the program a special experience for millions of children. Pinch runner coming in for Ibarra. It's Bailey Gustis over at first, top of the order. Carly Mathis.
Bring her down, bring her down. Below her belly, below her belly. It'll be all right.
I just think that's the approach that Texas East should start taking. I think it's late in this game to start talking about this. Could have talked about it earlier, but to have the patience against Lauren Mounts. They've helped her out a lot in this game, chased a lot of her pitches, and to Lauren Mounts' credit, she's just kept the ball there, kept doing what she's doing, not tried to bring it too much on the plate.
Cut well foul.
Got
Mathis.
2 balls, 1 strike.
A strikeout. Pop out to first. 42 strikes, 17 balls. Efficient work for Lauren Mounts. Pops under this one. Out! Records the 3rd out. Kayla Giardina. 0-0. It remains as we head to the final frame.
Next, come on. Who wants to get wet? Get on in there. Climb on in there. I am on today. Yes! Next. Don't be shy. Get in there. Burning daylight. Let's go. Yes!
Hey, I thought the fans were supposed to dunk Roger.
Yeah, there was some confusion about that.
Nobody wanted to tell him.
Everybody's getting wet today. Everybody.
Absolutely not.
Who's next? Come on. Let's go. Yes!
She's a PhD graduate in linguistics who was named president of UT El Paso in 1988. In more than 40 years at UTEP, she's focused on access to education, doubling enrollment and adding more than $350 million to the budget, making UTEP best in the nation for first-generation college students, and placing her among Time Magazine's 100 most influential people.
Your education is your ticket to the future. Don't take it for granted.
Dr. Natalicio, she's a Longhorn legend.
No clock in baseball, they say, but time is ticking away. A sense of urgency in the air whenever these teams meet. Amplified, intensified, the rivalry and the pennant race heating up together. Passion soaring, tempers flaring, hitters mashing, aces dealing, moments of consequence, games that just mean a little bit more. Can you feel it? Sunday Night Baseball, Cubs Cardinals, tomorrow at 8 on ESPN. Telecast presented by Taco Bell.
It's been a pitcher's duel. Lauren Mounts, 8 strikeouts. Carly Mathis, 8 strikeouts. Louisiana, 0 for 5 with runners on. Texas East, 1 of 8. Both teams 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. We have the 6th and possibly more to settle it. Who will head to tomorrow's championship game and face off against Texas West. Greater Elotes spot in Portland for the winner of that one. Carly Mathis back out into the circle. Top of the order for Louisiana. Starts with Haley Peterson. Peterson shows bunt. Gets underneath that one, pops it up. Olivia Ionetta will be the batter for Louisiana.
What you got, Coach? There's occasions where they're standing over the line. Yeah, I don't know if it's hard for you to see. Yeah, but unless it makes contact.
So conversation there. Some clarification. Coach Brandon Mathis of Texas East, the home plate umpire. Iannetta 0 for 1.
Play ball.
Popped out to second base.
Ball.
It's crazy to think there's only been one runner to get to third base in this entire game.
One ball.
I did.
Let's go, one ball.
And Louisiana has only had a runner get to second base.
Spun out, will bounce in, a chance to leg it out. The throw in time. Defense, Madison Carter. Need plays like that in a 0-0 ball game.
That hop is so hard to read for a shortstop who's running their hardest to go get that ball, because you don't know if that hop is going to stay down or come up, but she reads it perfectly and lets that hop go right into her glove. Quick transfer. That glove just changes the direction of the ball to get to her throwing hand. Doesn't stay in her glove too long so that she can make a quick transfer and get the ball to first base for the out.
12 straight innings with no errors for the Texas East defense. It was Kira Manganello that had a chance to reach third. Think back to the fourth inning. She gets on with a single, but up to bunt was Bonvillian. Had a chance to push her over, but a great defensive play by Carly Mathis, fielding her position, getting the lead runner. Defense has been stifling. Pitching as well. That laced in for a strike.
And there's only been one ball to even go to the outfield against Carly Mathis. It was off the bat of Kira Manganello. She's just the leader on this team. She's the one in between innings trying to hype up the team in the dugout, coming off of defense. I mean, even when they're on defense, she's back behind the plate in every pitch, giving her all. It's just been so much fun to watch her play.
Count 2-1. Mathis ready. Manganello waits. Saw how pumped up her team was for her when she made that great catch to end the inning, and then how pumped up she was for her teammate Lauren Mounts after one of her strikeouts. Can she find a way to get on base here? 2-2, 2 down.
Both teams, too, in this last inning, or what would be the regulation last inning, the sixth inning, at the top of their order. For Louisiana, they've had 1, 2, and 3 coming up, and then for Texas East, they'll have 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Just evenly matched games.
Ball 3. It was Manganello that had the game-winning RBI that got this Eastbank Little League team to their state championship game. They hosted against Lake Charles. They win 11-1. Played their way to this point. Payoff pitch. Sent back into the fence.
We're at the same count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
It's one of the best batters we've seen against Mathis. The longest at bat, 8th pitch coming. Ball 4. So the go-ahead run is on in Manganello. If there's any batter that has had a good day thus far against Carly Mathis, it's been Lauren Mounts, the lone lefty starter. And she's walked both times.
All right, here we go.
Can she find something she likes here? The battle between the two pitchers has been the stars of this game.
You think back to the game that got this Louisiana team to the state championship game, and it was Lauren Mounts who came up, found a way to get on base, ended up scoring. They would go on to win 1-0, but in that game she struck out 17 or 18. So doing it on both sides of the ball, and in the big moments, able to do it.
It was Manganello that brought Mounts home. Could Mounts reciprocate here in that instance and push Manganello around and complete potentially game winner, but at least the go-ahead run here in the top of the 6th inning. 1-1 is the count. Manganello does smartly advance to second, puts herself in scoring position.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2. Mathis ahead. Pitcher with the strikeout. The ball is dropped. Will have to be thrown down to first. Nice job to stay on the bag and collect the throw by Tabitha Alford.
Going with that changeup. Ended up getting ahead of her. Got the changeup to drop in. Look at the change of speeds, but it was a drop, third strike. They go on to get the out and the throw to first base for the last out of the inning.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system could make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now, SoClean.com has released the world's first automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs and bacteria. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer, risk-free for 30 days. Just call
800-614-8417.
The SoClean works, and it's a really effective product, and I couldn't believe how easy it was to use.
SoClean works on all popular CPAP machines and masks, destroying CPAP germs and bacteria without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and walk away. Voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited-time offer. Call now,
800-614-8417.
or visit SoClean.com today.
And here it is, the LHN transmitter tower, pumping out Texas sports 24/7. You know, they say if you listen real close, you can hear Texas fight. Do you hear it? Shh. Texas fight, and it's going to end. Y'all want to go fire Smokey? Yeah! Let's go. Dang it, I should have thought of that.
So 0-0 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Texas East has a chance to win it here up at the plate and set up a rematch against Texas West, the battle for the Lone Star State. Truly, those two teams kicked off the day today. Texas West winning 5-1. That is why they are kicked up at home, relaxing, getting ready for their chance in the championship. So East will send 2, 3, 4 to the plate. A run will do it. Lauren Mounts back out into the circle for Louisiana.
Here we go, baby. Ready, guys, ready.
It's going to be so important for Lauren in the circle not to take that strikeout into the circle with her. Strikeout to end the inning. And it could be frustrating, but right now she absolutely has to separate her offense from her defense and focus in on the bottom of the 6th inning.
Kaylee Alley, third at bat of the game. Popped out to the pitcher, lined out to third base. And for a strike.
On 1.
Mounts goes up high. Alley swings.
1 ball.
Count 1-2.
Because Lauren Mounts is throwing with such good velocity, it shortens the amount of time that these Texas East hitters have to decide whether to swing or take. That's why you're seeing a lot of them chase out of the zone, because they're trying to make that quick decision as Kaylee Alley holds back on that pitch. It's slow in the zone, but velocity makes your heart beat faster. It gets you to make decisions a lot quicker up in the box.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
My heart's beating up here.
Yeah.
It's a good one. 2-2 is the count. Alley awaits. Pitch from Mathis. Underneath this ball. It is short. Fitness and fundamentals is a Little League journey with T-ball. Visit littleleague.org/T-ball for the 10-week practice plan to keep your youngest Little Leaguers moving, having fun, and learning the games of baseball and softball. Boys will be playing later this week. We still have some excitement here for you. Crown a softball champion. First pitch swung on by Madison Carter. Manganello makes the grab.
Seems like it's just a sure out if it's hit anywhere in the air around Kira Manganello.
So 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Brooke Leverino.
Tyler, this is a prime example of why it's so important to take advantage of the opportunities that you have early on in a game when you get runners in scoring position, because you go back to the bottom of the second, and Texas East had 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out.
Brooke Leverino had a game-tying double in the state championship game for Columbus, so no stranger to the clutch hit. It's on the ground. We will play extra innings. Louisiana, Texas East deadlocked at 0. We'll head to 7.
When it comes to reaching goals or realizing dreams, we're here to help you gain the confidence you'll need to succeed. UFCU. Invest in yourself.
Zero ball game. We will play extra innings, and Carly Mathis back out into the circle. One of these teams will see their Little League journey end. The other will advance to tomorrow's championship. And a shame, because if we see both of these pitchers go on, as we assume they will, potential that they could not pitch tomorrow, getting now into the 7th inning. But it's been a great effort from both Mathis and Mounts. Neither has conceded an inch.
Yeah, so because they would have pitched 7 or more innings today as we enter now the 7th inning, the next day you have to have 1 day of rest. So you know who's really excited about all this right now is Texas West, sitting back at home.
Madeline Bonvillian.
There you go.
And we got an extra inning game yesterday between Mississippi and New Mexico, our second of the regional. Stakes a little bit higher. Bonvillian 1 for 5 in the regional, 0 for 1. Struck out first time up, was pinch hit 4. Back in the 4th, last time up through the order.
Ball. Bring it in, babe. Bring it in.
Bonvillian sends this out up the first base line, just foul.
Play ball.
Last year's matchup between these two teams, good one as well. It was a comeback by Louisiana that they win 5-4. This one has not disappointed. 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Two balls, two strikes.
Louisiana's had a runner on and advanced to second the last 2 innings.
Can I get that one?
Glasses are flipped upside down. Swing and a miss, a strikeout for Mathis as she sits down. Bonvillian. Double digits now for Carly Mathis.
It's that changeup again, pulling the string. And see, she kind of puts her knuckle on that grip to be able to slow it down, and brings in the side of her hand, slows down the pace of that pitch. Just so much control and command of that pitch. 4 flyouts, 4 groundouts, and 10 strikeouts for Carly Mathis on the day.
Ava Burkett looks at strike 1. Burkett, a flyout and a strikeout. The strikeout, her last at bat. It's 5 for 11 in the regional though. Chops this one into the ground. Far over to third and safely in. Burkett. So the go-ahead run on. Have to see, maybe that ball bounced foul. Was called fair.
We're going to get a great look at it right here. That's tough to me to say that it was definitively foul, but because it took her so much towards the third base side, a long throw that was created, but good hustle by Burkett to get down to first base.
Kayla Giardina now the batter at the plate, so the go-ahead run over at first base, and Ava Burkett after the base hit down the third base line.
Tabby, be ready.
First hit since the 4th inning for Louisiana. Giardina sends it up the right field line. Digging for third will be Burkett. She's in safely advancing as well, Giardina.
Louisiana making things happen here in the top of the 7th inning. That ball had eyes, but everybody out there was hustling, from Ava Burkett, who started at first base and went first to third. As soon as she saw that hit down, she made her way over to third base, picking up her coach, going in hard, and then, of course, the backside runner, Giardina, who put that ball in play, heading over to second base.
This is a lot of fun. So what I want you to do is I want you to strike them out right now, okay? I want you to take care of your business. I left it, hey, my fault on that last call. Probably shouldn't have called that pitch. I should have stayed outside. She missed 2 in a row. You know what to do here, right? You got a girl at third base, same situation we were in district, right? Look her back. She comes, you go, all right? Otherwise, look her back, Tabitha, look back to pop it off real quick.
So that coach to pitcher, also father to daughter. Brandon Mathis, Carly Mathis. Reminding her of a situation similar in district and what they need with 2 in scoring position. Burkett over at third, Giardina at second with just 1 down.
Well, you heard Coach Mathis looking for a couple of strikeouts here. Interested to see how they change speeds, and got to be careful with that changeup with the runner at third base, because Mathis, when she's not thrown that pitch for a strike at the knee, she's been missing it low, which is more liable to get beyond Kaylee Alley. Become a pass ball. Got to be careful with the pitch calling here.
Reagan Porch, the batter at the plate for Eastbank. Puts the bunt down, up the third base line, fielded and thrown down. That'll allow the run to cross the plate. Heads up play as well by Mathis to make sure that the ball gets in, so it's not more than just one run. But the bunt goes up the third base line, and Louisiana with the go-ahead run.
Great execution by Reagan Porsche to lay this bunt down the third base line. That's where it all started, but because it looked like the runner, Ava Burkett, did not touch home, Texas East looked like they were appealing it, but we'll take you through it. It's a bunt down the third base line. Burkett gets a great lead, ends up going on the throw.
Bring him in, let's go.
And that is so close, whether the very front part of her cleat ended up touching home plate when she ran through or if she missed. But Carly Mathis was checking it out the whole time. She was watching her score, and then immediately went to the home plate umpire, just pointing at home plate, saying that she did not touch home plate.
And you saw the home plate umpire, as we see another look, did she get that corner or not? We do have video replay in effect this year in Waco. The home plate umpire, though, did throw up the two, indicating potentially that it would be the second out, so there would be no run. They are looking at this. It will be reviewed. So what is to be determined, is Burkett safe at home, and is Louisiana up 1-0, or is it the second out?
Keep it going, Eastbank. Let's go 2-4. Keep going, Eastbank.
But what awareness by Carly Mathis. You saw her out there saying, hey, get the ball in. They get it to the catcher, Kaylee Alley, slaps the bag, and now at least have a chance to review it.
You know, what I would have liked to have seen defensively, there's Carly Mathis pointing right away. She didn't touch home plate. Kaylee Alley is all over it. She's going to chase Burkett down, trying to tag her, but that's not necessary. They're going to appeal it, and we're going to see what the call is here.
So let's go back and we'll show you how it all went down. There was runners on third and second. Burkett at third, Giardina at second base. Reagan Porsche up to bat, lays the bunt down the third base line.
And Burkett got a great lead. You see Fowden look her back, but I think where the mistake was is that she should have either thrown to third base or faked the throw, but Burkett had far too big of a lead for her to make that throw all the way to first base. There wouldn't have been nearly enough time to get her out at home.
So the go-ahead run is in. Right there you see trotting over to first, Porsche taking second. So good awareness by Porsche to put herself in scoring position as Texas East, while they may be trying to recover from that call, they'll still get a chance to bat. Sent foul down the first base line.
We talked about bunting and the importance of it earlier in this game, Tyler. And remember, I said it comes down to, late in this game, in a pitcher's duel like we're having right here, little things like that, the execution. And the best part about that bunt is that it was nowhere near Carly Mathis, the best athlete on the infield for Texas East.
Rachel Newlett is the batter at the plate for Louisiana. She lays a bunt down, brings in the third baseman, Fowden, who will go over to first and get the throw home. But another run across Louisiana makes it 2-0 as Giardina scores.
Another example of execution. This is how it's done, girls. Great job. 2 runs scored for Louisiana on the exact same play. Fowden grabs it, doesn't even look back the runner at third base, but I would be willing to say that Carly Mathis wasn't communicating on that play to remind her. Unsure if whether Fowden thought that there were 2 outs and just going to go ahead and get the out at first base or not, but good execution by Louisiana to score 2 runs here in the extra innings.
So the sack bunt by Rachel Newlett gives them one more. Still Reagan Porsche over at third base. There are 2 down. It's the top of the order, and Haley Peterson.
And that's the importance, Tyler, of putting the ball in play with runners in scoring position. Again, I will go back to this. Texas East had 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. And in that second inning, they had back-to-back looking strikeouts. But you see what Louisiana has done with a runner at third base. Put the ball in play, make the defense make a play, and look at how they've been rewarded for doing so.
Got started with an Ava Burkett single, then Kayla Giardino with a single as well, and then the bunt single, that one coming inside, catching Peterson.
Check her out, check her out.
That was the tight play contested, the bunts going up, the third baseline, challenging Kerrigan Fowden to make the decision and awareness on the base paths by these Louisiana runners. They have 2, still 2 on. After Peterson hit by the pitch for Olivia Iannetta.
Play ball. Ball, low.
How awesome is it, too, for Louisiana that the bottom of the order has been able to be the ones that got this rally going, push a couple of runs across. 6, 7, 8, and 9 doing the damage here on the top of the 7th.
Iannetta popped out to second base. Her first at bat, last time up. Grounded out to short.
2 balls.
Can she help build on this lead for Louisiana? Texas East, obviously, one more chance at the plate here in extra innings. Bottom of the 7th. We're scoreless through 6. It's back up the middle off the glove of Mathis. A play for Carter. Long throw. Gets the out, but Louisiana in dramatic fashion. Lace a couple of singles and 2 bunts to the left side to go ahead.
8 and 9 coming up in the order. First 2 is Reagan Porsche and then Rachel Newlett. 2 RBI on a couple of bunts. They're on top in extras.
When you rent a car on Turo, you're renting from a real person. No shuttle rides, no waiting in line, and no wandering a car lot. This is your rental counter. And this is you, already on the road. With Turo, this is
5, 6, 7 due up. It starts with Tabitha Alford, who was getting the instruction from Coach Brandon Mathis. It's a team that had their backs against the wall in their championship game, going down 1-0 for the state. They found a way to do it there. Can they do it here, coming back from 2 down? Lauren Mounts back out into the circle. So Louisiana will worry about her eligibility later. They need to get through to the championship game. Alford is 1 for 2. Her single came in the second inning. They need base runners. Can Mounts close it out? 3 consecutive years now, Lauren Mounts has come here to Waco, Texas with this Eastbank Little League program. Never before have they played in the title game.
Again, we were thinking about the decision to bring Lauren Mounts back out to the circle because this will be her 7th inning pitched. And that will make her ineligible to pitch tomorrow.
This out into center field. Grab made by Iannetta. 1 up, 1 down.
And the major benefactor in this whole thing is Texas West, again, sitting back in the AC, not playing any games today, and watching these 2 aces for Louisiana and Texas East go at it and play into extra innings.
Well, the major benefactor, all of us watching this game,
yeah,
it has
amen.
been so exciting. These two pitchers, what we've seen, are there still 3 theatrics left? Can Texas East get runners on? Here in extra innings, Kerrigan Fowden, 0 for 2, strikeout, ground out.
We've seen that amount of innings pitched rule come into play, I feel like, more this year, Tyler, than any year that I can remember. Abby Morgan being unable to pitch in today's game earlier for Mississippi. And then it'll affect one of these two teams tomorrow.
Well, also, first time we've ever seen extra inning ball games.
I told you, this is a great Southwest Regional with the 6 teams that we had.
What a great year to cover all of the games. First time we've ever been up here doing it. Is that the big deal? Falden trots down to first, so the game tying run represented at the plate by Sage Thomas.
Right fielder number 2, Sage Thomas.
Ray Wandell will come out.
Come on, let's make sure we know what we're doing. I don't know if you've noticed, the strategy here in the last inning is to make you throw a bunch of pitches. So start off with a strike, get ahead, relax. Take a deep breath before you step on the mound. Get your breathing, your heart rate, slow down. Okay? Defense, double play depth. Let's turn it over and get out of here. All right? Ground balls to the corner, sit down on them. You sit down, step on the bag. You step down, throw. You don't need any help.
Good to go, Coach.
You just need to work. Let's go. You got this.
Here we go, ladies. Here we go, ladies. Here we go.
You always wonder what those conversations are like, because I feel like it's different with every coach, as we saw with Brandon Mathis when he came out when Texas East was on defense, and then that conversation with Coach Windell, as those two coaches actually, when Windell walked by Mathis, shook hands. A lot of respect, I think, for each other. They've been here now a couple of years in a row together.
Play ball.
When you heard Coach Wandell talking exactly about what Coach Mathis said, you know their strategy, trying to make you throw a lot of pitches. Lace them in there for strikes. Use the defense behind you. It was the walk that put Falden on. Starts this one off. You see the message delivered, obviously, to Sage Thomas. Had absolutely no inclination of moving that bat whatsoever. She just stood there frozen, willing to take. Pops this one up. Grab made in foul territory. Giardina. 2 down, 1 out away from the championship game for the first time for Louisiana.
How about it? Try.
It's Ali Tribe representing possibly the last out. What a way for Mounts to start it off. You have to do that. And her shoes throws a strike, comes back with a ball. Tribe 0 for 1. 1 hit in the regional. That one out of play.
We got 2 strikes, eh? One ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 pitch.
Got a full count. 3 balls. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Step out a little bit.
Take a deep breath.
See the faces of the parents. Can't stand to watch, but have to. Payoff pitch, 2 down.
Let's go.
This ball sent into foul territory. We'll reset and do it again.
Play ball.
This ball is in play, over to second. Peterson relays it, Louisiana in to the championship.
Good job.
Tyler, this is a team from Louisiana that didn't expect to make it here this year because of their youth. Relying on their veterans of Lauren Mounts in the circle and Kara Manganello back behind the plate. You saw how elated they were, hugging each other, just having their own mini dog pile out there on the field because they've been here. They know that it's so hard to make it to that championship game, and they know that this Louisiana team is now one win away from making it to Portland. They've seen the past couple of years teams from this regional make it to Portland and win it all. And now they get a chance to go into a game tomorrow, knowing what's at stake, to get that taste of Alpenrose Dairy. Just one win away.
For the state of Louisiana, the third time that they'll have sent a representative to the championship game, but for Eastbank Little League, the first time that they will have been with this current iteration. This team has been here 3 years in a row. Coach Weindell saying this was a young team, maybe here a little too early. And look at that, the hug between father and daughter, Tony Mounts, Lauren Mounts, the former major leaguer. The emotion we saw, we knew that this was a spirited bunch. But throughout this game, between Mounts and Manganello, the two elder statesmen leaders for this team.
It's been a long day for them. They've been at the field for a long time. They had a game earlier against Mississippi, and then on the other side of things, there's the sad tears. The 7 players who were here last year and got to play in that championship game, not going to make it back there this year. But man, what an outing that Carly Mathis had and their other leader, Madison Carter, at the plate. It's been a joy to watch those players play the past couple of years and give their all here in this past game.
So we started with 6 and we're down to 2. Texas West, who has looked extremely impressive throughout, yet to lose a game, yet to really even be tested. And Louisiana, the team that you just saw with their backs against the wall. So Amanda, it's been amazing. The first time ever that we've been able to cover this thing from start to finish here in Waco. So what are your expectations for tomorrow?
It's going to be a brawl. I mean, I've seen more fight between all of these teams in the field and just more passion than I feel like ever before. And that's how much this softball Little League is growing, that you're seeing every game matter, every inning, every at-bat, every pitch. And these girls really want it. And Louisiana and Texas West are going to be pumped to play in that championship game.
And let's talk to Lauren Mounts. Lauren, out in the circle, what was your mentality today? How'd you keep striking those batters out?
You have to just bulldog it. You have to be confident up there. And if anything happens, it happens. You just have to push through, and you have to believe in yourself and believe in your teammates. And yeah.
Lauren, this is Amanda. What pitches did you feel like were working well for you today?
My curveball and my two-seam.
What does your two-seam do? What movement does it have?
My two-seam starts inside and it breaks in on a right-handed batter. And my curveball starts inside and it breaks out on a right-handed batter. Yeah.
Cool. You gave such a big hug to Kira after you guys got that last out. What was going through your mind?
Well, me and Kira have been here, and it was just a great, feeling to be able to go to the championship with her. She's been with me since I was 6 years old, and it's just a great experience to experience with her.
How has this been for you over these 3 consecutive years? You think back to the very first year you were here, and now to have a chance to play for the title.
Well, I've seen myself grow, and I'm really proud of myself to be able to push through and do this. And yeah, and it was just so fun, such a great experience.
Also, what's it been like to have Dad here as a coach?
Well, I love my dad, but sometimes.
Well, it's been great to watch you guys. Congratulations. That was an absolute thriller, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Thank you.
So Lauren Mounts goes out and throws a gem. It was execution in the small ball for Louisiana. Extra innings, a thriller that we saw after their run rule victory to play themselves into tomorrow's championship. That will be at News Central here on Longhorn Network. So absolutely great softball that we have seen across this whole Southwest Regional. That will set up tomorrow's dandy. Texas West been so impressive. They are already in the final, but Louisiana finding their spot after the 2-0 extra innings victory over Texas East. For our whole crew, I'm Tyler Denning and my partner Amanda Scarborough. We'll see you tomorrow at noon for the championship.